Hey, 7th graders, it's Miss Ditmar here. Today we're doing our first day of cross products. All right, let's take a look. The cross products property says that when you have a proportion, the products of the means and extremes are equal. What does that even mean? I know some of you know how to do cross products, but what does that definition actually mean? All right, if I have this proportion, A is to B as C is to D, then I have to look at my definition here. The products. What's a product? Multiplication, right? That means I'm going to be doing some multiplication. And then I've got means and extremes. Extremes are like the biggest, the smallest, the first, the last kind of a thing. So in here, A and D are my first and last, right? A is my first letter here. D is my last. So A times D, because I'm doing products, that's my extremes. So B times C is going to be the means. All right, so those are going to have to be equal. So if I've got this proportion, A is to B as C is to D, then A times D equals B times C. Let's look at one. If 3 is to 4 as 9 is to 12, that means 3 times 12, that's my extremes, is going to equal 4 times 9, my means. Well, 3 times 12 equals 36, and 4 times 9 equals 36. All right, that's what the cross products property does. Now this is useful because sometimes I don't know what the equivalent fraction would be, or I've got some variable in there and I have to solve for it. So I'm going to use my cross products property to solve here, all right? I'm going to look at my extremes and my means. So I'm going to have 6 times 99 equals B times 54. 6 times 99. Now you could use a calculator, but if you don't have one, think what's 6 times 90? That's 540. 6 times 9 is 54. 540 plus 54 is 594. And B times 54 is 54B. I'm at a one-step equation here. So to solve this, I need to divide both sides by 54 because I want that B by itself. I'm trying to solve for it. 594 divided by 54 gives me 11. 11 for my B. All right, so this means that 6 to 11, I replace my B with my 11. 6 is to 11 as 54 is to 99. Let's look at a couple more. Now this one, C is to 10 as 3 is to 5. A lot of you are going to be able to look at that and just know what goes in that spot for C. But let's use cross products to prove it, because on the test, you have to show your work that you actually did cross products, all right? So to do this, I'm going to have C times 5 equals 10 times 3. C times 5 is 5C. 10 times 3 is 30. So one-step equation again, as these will be today. I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 30 divided by 5 gives me 6, so my C equals 6. So now I can read that 6 is to 10 as 3 is to 5. All right, let's try another one. Some bigger numbers here. I don't know what this B would be without having to go through the work to solve it, right? So my cross products property says I'm going to have 68 times B equals 12 times 51. And notice it doesn't matter which is on which side of the equation. As long as my 68 and B are on one side, my 12 times 20 times 51 are on the other side. All right, 12 times 51, well, 12 times 50 would be 600. 12 times 1 is 12, so 612 equals 68B. Divide both sides by 68, and I'm going to solve that my b equals 9. So 68 is to 12, as 51 is to 9. Alright, now hopefully you've got your notebook out and you've been taking some notes. If you don't have a notebook out yet, get it out right now. Practice writing out the work the way that you've been seeing it in this video, alright? Try these 4 problems. We'll look at them tomorrow in class. So do these 4, and then there's just one more set of questions. Alright, for the cross products property, what did you learn or what were you reminded of, and what questions do you still have?